Alright guys, here is the top part of Tower 2, and I am definitely going to need to do some things to fix this up, because this is looking kind of janky right now. This tan part is covered up by the pillars, so I'm perfectly okay with that. I've, in a recent thing, changed this from being all tan to being just this little airfield area, and I think that works good. However, there are still things that are not that hot. Namely, this little row of apartments. I'm not digging this anymore. I'm really not. So, what I'm gonna do is change this to be literally anything else, and also start setting up the actual tower that's going to be set up here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to bound it between the pillars just so it looks nice, but if I can get it to be like the slant thing that I was originally planning, that would be cool too. Not, gonna stand by that or anything, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so decided to record this little snippet because I didn't want anyone to think that this was an easy or simple thing to do that didn't take a lot of work, because I had to uproot all of the plates, which means I had to destroy all of the buildings and take them off of everything just so I could put down this gray thing that looks more like ferrocrete. And since I did that, I'm going to need to now redo all of this structure, and then try to redesign how this is going to go flush with everything, because this doesn't make sense anymore. So we'll see how I do that. Yeah. Okay, hello. This probably looks kind of insane. I have decided to completely uproot all of the plates to make it look flush with the mall that is below this. So I've decided to completely restructure literally everything about the second floor. So what I've decided to do here is bring this back a bit so it doesn't look like it has that big of an overhang, and then push this to be flush with the Lego store, and then push this to be in flush with the Heart Lake Mall set. So what we're gonna do is put some type of shop or the apartment things here. I don't know what's gonna go here. We're gonna figure that out. And then the skyscraper is gonna be over here and then rise up. And I don't know. Let's see how I execute this. Why, hello. I have been working for several hours, and I think I've finally gotten this to something where I think I can be proud of it and not want to die every time I look at it. The apartment stayed in the same place. I've decided, simply because I'm gonna do filming on this eventually, and that's going to be a lot easier to do here for various reasons, but I have fleshed out this purple apartment to not look terrible. I've very highly customized this. I don't think this looks like Emma's house at all anymore, other than the color scheme. But I put the fence posts inside of these windows to make those look, I don't know, I think they look pretty cool. They have a little bit of a sci-fi spin on them. I don't think I can show this part without getting my shadow in the way, with the way that my lighting setup is, but I have little wood paneling on the floor there, and then just a stone pathway over to the house. Have a couple plants. I was just putting stuff there for sorting. The inside of here is definitely going to be terrible, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be lighting this, so that's probably never going to be seen. Anyway, that's what I have done. Hopefully, y'all like it as much as I do. Okay, so I've been working on roof stuff for, a while, and, I've decided what I'm going to be doing for the tower is have the base be attached to the actual roof, and then I can lift up the actual building. And I'm doing that without any stud connections, just because I don't want to rip it apart. Because gravity is going to push everything down a lot, and I just don't want to deal with all that stuff. So now all I have to do to finish Tower 2 is build the tower. And I hope I'll be able to do that tonight, because otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, not gonna lie, for me, this is a little surreal, because I'm not sure how long releasing this is going to take, but this has been about a year coming, and I'm finally building the one thing that's been a bottleneck on this project for months and months and months. The one thing that I've been planning since around the beginning, not this specific design since the beginning, but for a very long time, and I'm finally seeing it. This is a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of design work, and a lot of just stuff building up to it, and I'm finally getting it all done. And this is the tower on top of Tower 2. The current design are black pillars surrounding purple glass, which have black panes in front of them. I really wish that my lighting weren't terrible because of my lamp deciding to die. But, I think it looks really freaking beautiful. I wish that it would, show up in camera, but this is quite an elegant design, if I don't say so myself. So, we're gonna go and finish this up, and then you can see. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I said in a previous segment that I'm probably going to finish Tanwall here, but that's not true. I have no clue how I'm going to do the roofing, because if you couldn't tell, the structure of this is kind of flimsy. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of engineering work on this that I kind of don't want to do right now. So I'm going to leave this be, and then I will continue to work on this later. There are, other than this, some other things to do on the other level 2. So instead of trying to bash my head in doing math and accidentally breaking this like 6 more times, I'm going to go and do that. So tune in. Okay, before I do anything too crazy, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing here. Basically, I'm going to be doing what I did to Tower 2 to Tower 1. I'm going to make it flush with some parts, probably not this side, and then like streamline everything else. I'm going to try to push these buildings into each other, try to make it look like, you know, these are just windows, and, you know, you can't actually access it from the outside, probably. This thing is going to have to be pushed around, and I'm going to have to mess with the roof. I'm probably going to make this a solar array, because I was originally going to put the tower that is now on Tower 2 here, so that didn't happen. So I'm going to have to get rid of this foundation and then do something different here. We'll see what I end up doing, because a lot of this is improv, but I will see you when I'm done. Okay, so I may have gotten a little carried away and did this that you're seeing right here. I did not like the way that this looked, so I decided to rip it all apart and then rebuild it. Right now, there's a little elevation line here underneath the shop. I got rid of the awnings, and I put in this little apartment thing. I'm going to say in the direct that it's a different apartment than this one, but I mean, like, who cares? This is now all the gray ferrocrete color. This is just an inset window to thematically tie it to Tower 2. But I don't have any more of the window pieces from Tower 2, so I just put a regular thing there. This has been changed. I'm not sure if I filmed this. It used to all be this layer, but in editing this, I had to bring this part out one. This has an overhang because the other strip has some of the ferrocrete texture here. I'm still working on Stephanie's house and the integration of that. I have the shop. Not sure where I'm going to put the sign, if I put it there at all. I decided to actually put in some studs because even though I like to have it easy to take off, like this thing is very, very loose. There's nothing holding it in place. This looks how it does. I don't know how I like it right now, but when I finish it, I guess we'll see. I feel like this Stephanie's house thing will balance it out, so this doesn't look awkward, but I don't know. We're gonna find out and see. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past, like, 12 hours, not counting my 4 hours of sleep. So yeah. Okay, so I think I've done a bit more work than I have inside of some of the previous segments, but I have finally retrofitted Tower 1 and the second level of Tower 1. I have integrated the, like, plant setup on top of this house. For Stephanie's house, it's very botanical? Is that the word? I don't know. There are things like that all across this. I'm not sure how to, like, precisely move this because, like I said, I've been suctioning this down. But I have the pizza shop that's been more integrated. I have, like, the black line, and this is a couple studs. Sorry for the focus. It's a couple studs forward from where it actually is. Have some solar collectors up on the top, or radiators, I don't know what those are called, but slanted things with grills on them for the roof. An ad, another ad, another ad, plant, and then an entrance to Stephanie's house. This is an elevator that'll go up and then allow you to go to Tower 2. I have some indoor stuff for the pizza shop that have been set up. Woo! Okay. On screen little mishap there. That could have been incredibly terrible. I have some stuff inside of Stephanie's house. We have a couch, some little knickknacks on top of some shelves, and then the kitchen, which has wood paneling, and that's the only wood paneling inside of her house. Bathroom being covered up by plants, just like it is inside of the set, but a bit more heavily because there's also the shower there, and then just a bedroom with a couch. I'm not sure if that's visible. It's probably not going to be. And then just like a couch and a like computer setup. So yeah, that's what I have been doing. I'm not sure if I showed this, but I also have a... Oh my gosh, can I get this out? Oof. A little planter thing. It looks like an arrow. I thought this looked kind of cute. The build is probably pretty easy to see. Just 5 studs length in here, and then a couple 1x1 on 4 sides modified. So, I mean, yeah. But that's what I've been doing. Hopefully y'all like how it's, you know, set up. Definitely not all, like, you know, messed up like this, but when it's all put up together, I hope, you know, it ends up looking good. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it here. I've done a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Bye!